So the first place I would start is, what do you remember that you loved doing as a child? So with the three doshas, these three archetypes, were you that child you loved to imagine things, arts and crafts, make skits, make up stories? You were really like always just in your imagination. So that's more of that vata, that air energy. Were you that kid that wanted to play outside and do competitive sports and games and just like get rough and tumble around? That's more of that pitta, that fire energy. Or were you that kid that wanted to play house and, take care of animals and like, I'm going to serve you the meal and, do things that were very more homely, nurturing? That's that kapha, the earth energy. So for you, André, which one of these three did you feel? And it could be combination.
Yeah, it's like pitta vata primarily, yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense that you would, become this videographer, but also podcast host, which is like the ideas, but also the action of it. So we can see right there, your dosha has been with you throughout your life.
Yeah.
And for everyone, you were born with this unique combination of the doshas, because within your doshas lies your dharma. So that's a really good place to start. The next place I would say is to take my Dharma Archetype quiz, and we can even talk about some of the archetypes. So the Dharma Archetypes are these 9 archetypes that I wrote about in Discover Your Dharma, and some of them are, like, I'm going to just share what I think some of yours are. The visionary, here to channel the new paradigm. The artist, here to bring beauty to the world. The teacher, here to share knowledge. Then some of the other ones are the entertainer, here to make people feel. The activist, here to, share important and just causes. The warrior, here to protect and lead. The researcher, here to understand deeply. The nurturer, here to care and connect. And did I say the entertainer?
Yep.
Yeah. So those are the Dharma archetypes. I have a free quiz people can take, dharmaarchetypequiz.com. And understanding that will really help you if you're like, I have no idea what my purpose is. I don't even know what I'm good at. If you get the results of you're a nurturer teacher, for example, then you have some of the gifts of being able to sit with people and hold space and ask questions and make them feel safe. And you also have this ability to impart knowledge. Now, where can they come together? So, for example, Oprah would be a nurturer teacher. So it's like, what are the qualities of Oprah that I might look up to, because the things that we look up to are often things that we have within ourselves. So taking that Dharma archetype quiz can really help you know how your energy shows up. Then the step after that is I have this process called the Dharma Blueprint. So the Dharma Blueprint takes 5 different factors. So it's your Dharma archetype, the mediums that flow through you. So do you love to write? Do you love to plan parties? Do you love to record videos? And then even getting more specific, is it long form videos, short form videos, funny videos, serious videos, podcast, book? Is it book writing, blog writing? Getting really specific on your mediums and our mediums change over time as well. Yeah. But it's important to know how we're going to now express this energy. Some people it's through numbers and data. Through some people it's through conversations. So your Dharma archetype, your mediums. The next is, what are you excited about? So I always say excitement are the breadcrumbs that are guiding you towards your Dharma. And if you ever look at your life now, it's like always the things you were Googling a few years ago, like how to, start a podcast, or how to, like, for me, it's like, what are past lives, and it was like right before I started my podcast journey, because those are the things you're excited about. So it's like that fire, that ignition that is going to give you that momentum to follow through something. So what are the things you want to have conversations about? What are the podcasts you're listening to? What are the things, if you could just go on a retreat for a week around any topic, what would it be about? So looking at your excitement. The next thing are, what are some obstacles you have overcome or helped someone else overcome? So you may have helped a parent overcome cancer. And that might be a big part of your purpose of being able to help people heal holistically, or, share stories for people in a difficult time. You may have had the obstacle of being bullied in school. You may have had the obstacle of moving a lot as a kid, or having a speech impediment, or, it can be huge, homelessness, or very small of, I had the obstacle of not knowing what to wear, and I was always the person helping my friends with what to wear. And within all challenges lies an element of Dharma, because all of our Dharmas really are here to create solutions for the world's problems. So what are some obstacles and some challenges? And again, as we go through the soul curriculum of life, those are going to change. And for example, one of my obstacles was the health challenge that I shared. And then the huge part of my Dharma that was unlocked after that was writing the book and sharing Ayurveda, which I did for 7 years. But then that obstacle was no longer the obstacle that I really wanted to share about, because I went through then the obstacle of living my Dharma. And then that became the obstacle that I wanted to share about. And now an obstacle that I share a lot about is speaking my voice. And that is, so it's like, even with our obstacles, I believe we have soul contracts with them, that it's like a certain moment of our life is going to be about that. And then you can kind of know when the soul contract is complete because the excitement is no longer there. Yeah. And then there are other people who are super excited to talk about, digestion or whatever the thing was that you used to be excited about. And you have to trust that.
Yeah.
So the obstacle, and then the fifth thing is your superpower. So what are the things that come naturally to you that might not come naturally to other people? And often it's the things people compliment you on that we just assume like everyone gets those compliments, but it's not true. Like, because you don't give the same compliments to everyone you meet. It's like people are seeing that thing in you. So it might be, wow, you have such an ability to make me feel seen and heard. Or, wow, you're so good with details. Or, wow, you're so good at taking complex topics and making them simple. Or, wow, you have such an organized and strategic mind. So you can even ask your friends, when have you seen me at my best? And start to understand through their lens what they think that your superpowers are. So to create your Dharma Blueprint, you would take all 5 of these categories and write them all out and then really take it in. And because you're seeing your soul right there, you're seeing your soul in manifest form. Right. And then from there, you can start to think about how can these different factors and areas come together. And for some people, it's pretty instant. And for some people, you got to meditate on it for a few weeks or even months. And it's not that your Dharma is like, now I need to like monetize this thing, right? But it's like, how can all of these different areas of my life come together into my sacred doing, which is when my being and my doing can merge.